Something didn't happen that I thought was going to happen. I'm really glad it didn't happen. If you see it, you'll know what I'm talking about.
At a movie, kneeling at a Bell's dinner at a movie, kneeling at a Bell's dinner at a movie. Good food, good drinks, good friends, and good times. Good food, good drinks, good friends, and good times.
Hey, it's Nathaniel.
This is Annabelle Lecter.
And this is Dinner.
And the movie. And we just got dinner. It came out fast, so I've got a pulled pork plate with mac and cheese and some stuff and stuff.
I've got the 2-meat combo with ribs and brisket, potato salad, and barbecue baked beans.
What is the name of this restaurant?
This
Neil
is
Jones?
Reunion Barbecue. I've been wanting to go
And
here for a while.
So far, looks good, smells good, and today right now we're going to be reviewing the Cocaine Bear.
Cocaine Bear, yes.
Cocaine Bear. But for now,
Uh-huh.
I think we're going to put it on pause.
Yeah, and we're going to eat.
And eat the food. So
Right.
we'll see you in a moment. So
I will say it's a different experience watching it in a much smaller audience than watching it in a packed audience.
Interesting. Yeah, Neil had seen this, and he was like rave reviews about how awesome and funny it was. And like, I did not want to see it at all. I thought this is a bad idea to make this. Like, I can't control society, nor would I want to, but I just felt like here's a film that's really irresponsible, where they've got this like funny haha bear running around, and I'm thinking about like not a good way to present like a hard drug. It's not like, and there's problems with marijuana too, but I'm like, this is not it for me. I'm like, this is not good. So I didn't want to see it, and then Neil was talking about it, and all of the internet people were talking about it. All right, let's do it. So we went.
Yeah, I'm still in favor of the movie, but if you do get a chance to watch with a lot of people, it is a much cooler experience. With the first time I saw it was the opening weekend, and there was no really buzz yet. But there was buzz just like the poster and stuff. But watching it with people for the first time, it was a really packed crowd. Everyone was laughing. That was a cooler experience. But
What did you think the second time?
I still enjoyed it, but there was something missing with everyone around. You know, a packed place. Everyone really.
What did you enjoy?
Oh, I actually like that it's completely irresponsible. That stuff makes me laugh. There's little kids. There's kids doing stuff they shouldn't be doing. There's like super gore, way gorier than I thought going into the movie. All that stuff makes me laugh. I also honestly like the characters. I think everyone's fairly likable in the movie. I honestly like all the characters. The goofy gang kids, the ranger. I like the 2 drug dealers. I like the old sheriff dude. I'm all in Cocaine Bear. And the 2 little kids.
I hated it.
Really?
Hated it. Oh my god! I think even if the kids were not in there, it's presented like this heartwarming tale of 2 kids in the woods, and like everybody's got this feel good backstory, like, oh, how sad, this and this and this, and this kid's got a mean dad, and oh, this poor drug dealer is the son of such a mean guy, and oh, so heartwarming.
But it's kind of like a South Park, that idea, because that's kind of like turned on its head because it's all this crazy murder and stuff
South
going on.
Park is never actually heartwarming. This is
They make fun of it.
This is like really tries to be a story for every single like pair of characters. There's some story that's supposed to make you feel like, and the humor's so bad, and the characters I didn't think were likable. I like the ranger, she was funny. The gore was good.
Yeah,
the gore was
awesome.
good. But just the whole thing, like, it's just the bear isn't funny. The cubs aren't funny. It's not funny. When I saw it with you, I was like, holy shit, I hope that he's seeing this and his opinion turns around, because this movie is
It's
so
definitely not
bad.
as fun without the crowd there, but I still enjoyed myself.
Stunned that you like this movie. Stunned that you like it. It's so bad.
It's just a big, stupid movie with, I get a kick out of showing stuff that you really should be showing a movie. This gets away with a lot of stuff that shouldn't be in a theatrical
like Elves movie. Or that one we just saw. It's not fun like that. This is like some crappy mainstream bros movie. I was just, and I
I
don't
had a
know,
good time.
showing like no, because it is a mainstream movie, and they're talking about like this is no, it's not good when you have kids that are presented as real people, and they've got like literally they find a bag of cocaine, like a brick of cocaine in the woods, and they're joking around about it, and it's done realistic, like what would happen if kids found this and try to like
Yeah, you're gonna eat a tablespoon of
yeah,
cocaine.
and they took it to, and then they don't even show like realistic effects of it, and it's like this is so not okay. It's like when you have something that's supposed to be a comedy like that, I feel like there's a level of outrageousness that this missed completely. There's the bear is out of control and everything, but the kids is meant to be like a realistic family, and mom is a realistically nice single mom, and no, fuck this movie. It was awful.
I am pro Cocaine
It
Bear.
was terrible. Terrible.
I will say, as I predicted, but I'm not the only one. I can't take credit for that. There's tons already of clones. There's Crackoon. There's Cocaine Cougar.
Those are probably going to be funnier because they're going to be more the stupid, and not this mainstream garbage. Oh,
I like
so
that it's
gross.
that this whacked out movie is a mainstream
No,
movie.
I don't mean that though. I mean the presentation of the humor is like American Pie or something like that. It's like kind of off, but no, it's designed for a mainstream audience. It's not like Terrifier 2 wasn't designed for a mainstream audience. It just lucked out that people went for it. Like that's like a miracle that other Americans wanted to see it. This is like designed. So Cocaine Bear,
Yeah,
I would only give it a 1 because of the gore. Because the gore,
gore is
is
great.
very good.
you got that guy from Game of Thrones in the beginning, Olaf, whatever.
Zoloft.
The Olaf
anti-
or whatever his name is, the guy at the beginning of the movie, the guy from Sweden or whatever.
He's from Game of Thrones?
Yeah, he's that redhead dude. So I'm giving it 3.5 heads. I say see Cocaine Bear, have a good time, especially if you have a lot of people.
It's pitiful. It's so pitiful.
And one movie though, we want you to see is Unwelcome.
Oh my lord! Now
That's a great
that
movie.
is a good time. That is the perfect balance of the real story with people that you care about.
It was a surprisingly really good movie.
So good. It's just phenomenal. And seeing the trailer at first. So this is it's coming out of Ireland. It's about a couple and they live in the city and she's pregnant and they discover it's just too dangerous. They need to move on. They get, magically a house in the country is left to them by a now dead relative, and the woman who is like the friend of the aunt who left it to them, whatever, she's like, oh, you have to feed the red caps, and they're like you have to leave like a piece of liver in this like nook every night at this time, and if you don't it'll be bad, and they're just sort of like, yeah, okay. And but in the trailer you see like little clips of
Yeah,
these
I
little
actually
red
did not watch
caps.
a trailer because I was.
I usually try not to. But
Yeah,
I did
well, you
see
probably.
that
I don't
when
think
was
you
like,
knew we were going to watch it at the time. Yeah.
And I thought, like, I don't know. It's kind of like, is this going to be like? I do love Elves,
Uh-huh.
the Christmas.
Well, I saw different
Horror
posters
movie.
for it, and I think that it is a little hard movie to do posters for, because if they do the posters without the red caps, you don't really know what's going on. Then the ones with the red caps make it seem like it's kind of a really goofy leprechaun kind of thing.
And by leprechaun, you mean the leprechaun, not leprechauns.
Right.
It was that, to me, that was.
There is when you said balance is a good word, because
Yes.
the red caps are very cute and a little goofy,
They're
but
silly.
not so much that it takes away. The movie really
They're very
works.
violent.
Yeah.
And there's gore in that. There's some great gore scenes.
Yeah, and great. And this was a really great cast. Welcome. It's really dark at the beginning. It builds up
Yeah. It's
like
intense.
you're like, what's going to happen
Yeah.
here? The family that come to like paint the house and fix up the house.
Lieutenant O'Brien.
Yeah, he's great at it because I'm going to say he hams it up, but I mean in a good way. Like he's kind of
He's a
you can tell he's
villainous
having
man.
fun with this role.
Yeah, he's great, and the kids too. His
Yeah,
two
both of them.
kids. They are all a little
Or three
bit,
of them.
a
Yeah,
little bit.
Hodor.
Well, the two oh that's right.
Yeah,
Hodor. How could I forget Hodor?
I know.
That is a surprise character. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
Surprise character. I mean, night
then-
and day from Cocaine Bear.
Yeah, well,
Night
it's really
and
is.
day.
If it was just the red cap
It's
stuff,
so
I
much
would
more
love it.
intelligent.
But everything else really elevates it into like a really good movie
And,
and a really
so-
strong female lead.
Yeah, she was very cool. It's an interesting ending.
Mhm.
That was
Yeah,
so
it's big
good.
twists
Oh my
in it.
God, look at that dessert.
I didn't see it.
It looks so good.
So yeah, Unwelcome was great. It had a limited release theatrically, which we didn't get a chance to see in the theater. It would have been awesome, definitely. It played at AMC here, and but I believe it's not. I think starting last week, it's on Shudder. So as when you're watching this, check it out on Shudder. So you don't have to keep pretending that Leprechaun's a good movie every St. Patrick's Day. You've got a new movie.
Yes.
If you like Leprechaun, I know Robin likes
Yeah.
it.
It's not
But I'll look over
Leprechauns,
that.
but it is Faye from Ireland. Oh man, they're so fan. And they're like, I wrote my own little reviewy thing, and this is like, if you're a child of the '80s, such as myself, and you love the fantasy stuff like Dark Crystal and Willow,
It was almost like a
and-
demented Fraggle Rock
yeah,
vibe
like
to
that,
it.
and Neverending Story, and there's these creatures, labyrinths, and there's these creatures in them that are so fucking cool.
Yeah,
They're just
and
awesome.
They really go to the way to make each one their own
Yes.
individual, because sometimes when they do these things, they're just the same thing over and
Yeah.
over. And then you lose a little bit. That's the problem with CG when they do the CG monsters and they're all the same.
yeah.
You're not that interested. That's why I think like the original Dawn of the Dead, people remember all the individual zombies, even if they're in
Yeah.
it for like a few seconds,
Yeah.
because there's an individuality to them.
Yes. And I have a little bit of feelings for these creatures.
Yeah, I did too. Yeah, yeah. And then the end gets really dark and twisted
Ending is
and weird, and
At first, I was like, I don't know. And then it was the thing that happens, which I'm sure you know what I'm referring to.
Yeah.
The, like, first thing where there's a character, and I'm like, I don't know about this character. And something didn't happen that I thought was going to happen. I'm really glad it didn't happen. If you see it, you'll know what I'm talking about.
yeah.
You'll know.
But like this, it's always fun when because doing this show, you get a lot of screeners and what names, but a lot of them are very run of the mill stuff. And when you really run across something very different and unique and cool, and a lot of imagination in it, both the movie, the script, and the creatures, everything. Like it's really fun to watch
Great
and talk
cast.
about and try to get people to check it out.
Oh, and the old man. They've got like that classic horror movie.
Oh yeah. I looked him
random
up.
weird dude.
I almost
and
thought he
he's
was just
this-
like maybe he wasn't in anything else, but he's been in tons of stuff. so.
Oh yeah,
I thought maybe he was just some old guy they found, but he's great.
he was amazing. Yeah. So this little cottage he plays was kind of big. It's in like this really small town, and so you've got this stereotypical small country bar where, you know, it's everybody knows each other, and there's the stereotypical old drunk dude who
Yeah.
starts talking with them and tries to advise them, and he's kind of crazy and says some really inappropriate things, and he's just a lovable that character. Like he's not like says doomed or anything.
No, but
like
he's
that.
like he's like the
But he kind of
crazy
does
Ralph.
foretell.
Yeah.
He does foretell a little bit.
It's a classic, character from this old town. It works.
So that for me is a 5. Like
I agree. I'm gonna say 5 heads, 5 headless people, 5 rolling heads, 5 decapitated heads.
yes.
Because I don't think there's nothing really I dislike,
hmm
and it worked on every level. The creatures are so fun. The story's good. Characters are good. Well acted. Yeah, it's just unique, original. I would watch it again. I
Oh,
think it
yeah,
would be a
totally
cool movie to
watch
watch
it.
every year for St. Patrick's Day.
So I loved it.
I love that too.
Cocaine Bear. I don't even
I
know.
like
I
Cocaine
can
Bear, too.
only give it a 1 for the gore.
I
Ugh,
say go see it.
loathed it. I loathed. I hated it. I was just praying. I'm like, maybe he liked it because of the crowd. I kept like talking to
I will
myself
say
in
the
my
crowd
mind.
did make it. If I would have
Yeah.
if I would have rated after the crowd one, I probably would have went like 4.5. Or it was a really fun experience the first time I watched it with the packed crowd.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. I don't want to take away anybody else's joy.
Oh, sure,
but
I understand.
That I thought about it. Like, is it just because the kids? Like, what would it be different if the kids weren't in it and that element wasn't there? I'd still hate it.
I honestly, I'll admit I like that part of it, but I understand.
Yeah, well,
people's
you don't have
concern.
children in your
I do
life
not.
either.
You know,
And it's not even like I've seen like, well, maybe I would feel differently about it now, but Serbian film, like it's not like I haven't seen movies where things happen, but they're so kids encounter drugs.
My friend,
kids
I don't
usually
know.
don't encounter.
So
bad
next
for
up,
kids.
we're going to be seeing a movie, Dungeons and Dragons, and we're both D&D kids
Yes.
back in the day.
Yep.
And the trailer, sure, people even told me when I was coming up where we're going to see it, like, oh, it looks so cheesy. Yeah, it does look cheesy, but I think that's intentional, obviously. Cheesy can be fun.
Can be
cheesy
fun.
can be lame. So we'll see which way this goes.
I will say that something that's kind of a warning to me about movies like this is when they like regurgitate an old rock song.
Right.
So they're playing like Led Zeppelin, Whole Lot of Love, and like this is so irrelevant, and this is a sign of things to come. So yes,
I do like that there's a lot of monsters in the trailer. They definitely cut the trailer for old school D&D fans. Like, oh, there's the Mimic.
yeah, there's
an
owlbear. Oh, and the Displacer Beast.
Yeah,
I was
they're
like,
weird ones, too,
Displacer
yeah.
Beast is so awesome.
So I
so cool.
I'm excited to see if there, what monsters do pop up in this.
Honestly, if
Hopefully
it's just
it's
a
more.
whole ton of cool monsters,
Yeah,
it'll
Roper.
be worth it for me.
Yeah, I agree.
I want to see Gelatinous Cube.
I do too. I'm a big fan of it. I'm a
Who
fan of
isn't a fan of Gelatinous Cube? If you like D&D and you do not find the Gelatinous Cube to be amusing, I don't even know. And hard to fight.
Yeah. Anything when you have to do saving throws against your own stuff is always bad news.
That was a great game. Been a long time.
So I'm looking forward to it, but I know I'm probably setting myself up for disappointment. But we'll
It'll be
see.
cool monsters.
Yeah.
I'll look forward to cool monsters. So we'll be back in for
then-
you guys, no time at all. Yeah. So
Yeah. So we'll be
See you
right
soon.
back here in seconds. We're back here once again,
I'm Annabelle,
and I am Nasty Neil.
and we're at Jaho.
Joe, it's off to work we go.
Indeed.
All right.
Only this isn't work. This is
No,
fun.
it's fun.
It's
This
very
is very
different
fun. It's been a fun day.
thing. It's been great.
Yeah.
So we just got out of Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, Dungeons and Dragons. It was so we were seeing it like a couple weeks before it comes out. Really packed audience.
Yeah. It was a
I will
lot of people
say
there.
a great response in the theater to the
Mhm.
movie. And I'm not really sure we didn't talk about the movie at all, but I'm just gonna say, and I kind of think maybe you agree. I don't know. I just had a great time.
It was
very fun.
amazing.
Yeah.
I loved it. Super loved it.
Yeah. It was-
Nerd who's played D&D.
Same with me. If you
Played
grew up
games.
with D&D, yeah.
I was telling him afterwards that like there's this PC series of games, Baldur's Gate and Neverwinter Nights and Icewind Dale and all this Planescape and all this stuff. And I haven't played all those games to completion, but I've played them enough, and I'm like, I know this place, and the city looks exactly like the city. It's like exactly like the
It
game.
really, when you're
Everything.
talking
It's
about,
so
see, I haven't played the
perfect.
video games, but to me, it really captures playing D&D.
Yeah,
'Cause
the map
it's-
of Faerun. Oh
Yeah,
my
there's all this
God.
stuff going on, which so it's got all these locations and cool monsters and characters that they're in, even like NPCs who come in and out of
Yes.
the
Yep.
thing. And then all the main characters are like a group of friends sitting around playing
Mhm.
D&D.
Yeah, yes, because they've got the person. I thought the personality of the main guy. I'm like, he's kind of smarmy. I don't know, and
I actually really like
was
the
great.
actor.
Yeah, he was
I
good.
think he's got this charisma about him. He was a
Yeah.
good guy to actually pick,
yes.
even though I'm not huge on all of the new Star Trek, but I do think he was a good guy to pick as Captain Kirk in the new Star Trek.
Oh,
movies.
that's right. That's what he. Yeah.
I like him though. I think he's anytime
He
he's in
fits
something, I
that.
like him. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, no Led Zeppelin. If you watch the,
No,
the
that's
last,
yeah. They really
Um,
just honestly, I think the trailer does it kind of a disservice.
I
I
agree.
thought from the trailer, I really
It's
thought it was
just
going
gonna
to
be lame.
be a bad movie, to be honest. And I think movies just so fun.
It's super fun, and I don't think you have to be a D&D.
No, I think it's a
nerd,
movie where it
but-
adds to it, and if
Yeah.
not, because the kids
You
we
can
talked
just be a
to,
normal person that likes Marvel movies and like it.
right? Because the
So-
people sat next to us didn't know D&D at all, and they were
What?
laughing so much throughout
It's
the
amazing.
movie. Yeah,
It's so good. And it's unlike the movie we saw earlier today. Like, they give you stories that could be garbagey. Like, everybody's got their little story.
Right,
Everybody's
right.
got their little storyline.
which
little
is
thing you're
again,
supposed
it
to,
goes
like,
into the
care about.
right.
And they're good storylines. Everybody's got their little thing, and
Yeah,
they're good. And I feel like, okay, I really want this person to do what they're supposed to do.
Mhm.
I want them to get their thing. They
Yeah,
had Red
you-
Wizards. Oh my god, there's so many different things. I'm just like,
the
ah.
villain's very fun. Villains.
Well, yeah. No spoiler, but
No.
he's great. The guy, they're both good
Yeah.
at what they do.
but yeah,
But the one guy, he's very funny.
Yeah, and
He's
the
good.
witch, whatever she is, she's like super creepy.
Red
look.
Wizard.
The red wizard, very creepy look a lot of times. All the undead kind of dudes are creepy.
The graveyard scene is fun.
Yeah, the
That's
great.
something in the game. It's
Oh, see,
my
I don't know.
God.
See, I never
It's like
played
all
any of the
this
video
stuff
games.
From there's like some direct out of the game things. Oh my lord, I don't want to spoil it.
And it's
But
like
there's like a huge D&D Easter egg
uh-huh.
having to do. I can't even say it. It's so Easter eggy. I don't want to spoil it for you
All
out
right,
in the
very nice.
audience that likes. If you're from the 80s, I'll tell you later.
But
But
it's-
it was a marvelous, fantastic.
Oh,
I loved it.
I would agree. I just had a big, honestly, like sat there the whole time with a big smile on my
Mhm.
face, a big grin, laughed out loud through a lot of
Mhm.
scenes. It just made me feel good. And going in, I saw it was rated G, and part of me was like, "Oh, it's gonna be like really childish." But I
It's
mean,
awesome.
it's a
It was
movie
totally
you could totally watch with your family, which is nice.
Yeah, there was a couple
With-
swears.
Yeah, there was the shit bomb, but and it's violent, but it's fun violence. So
Yeah, it was great.
I don't think
wish
it's-
I can remember the actress's name. I recognize her. She's been in a million things from Lost. She's been in a million things, but that's the first place I found her from, and she is so kick-ass.
yeah, she's
barbarian.
a great because
is
she's
great.
very believable as someone who's going to kick ass.
Yes.
Where sometimes they hire just like a really hot girl who's very slender, and that's fine. So, but not in for a barbarian or something.
For
You know, what I'm saying? Yeah.
barbarian, yeah.
But it's weird to have a bard because bard's like a character like no one ever really wants to play the
No
bard,
one wants to be a bard.
which is kind of cool though.
But there's a backstory to him, which they get into basically right away. Harper's in the game.
Yeah. Oh, see, I don't know what that is.
Oh my god, yeah. Oh, man. I wish you had more time. You should play this game. It's so good. It's so good. It's like reading a book, but you're in it. It's like the turn choose your own adventure. Do you
Oh,
remember
okay.
those? I actually
Yeah.
found
No, I'm a huge fan of
from
those.
that's what it's like. So I found in my stuff, I was going through a bunch of stuff, a little 6-sided green die.
Oh, really?
You know what that's from? Choose Your Own Adventure.
Oh, really?
It's
Oh.
like 3rd grade, I think, and I got a Choose Your Own Adventure book from the little book magazine.
Yeah. Yeah, I love those.
So good.
Yeah, they're very fun.
Love. Turn the page.
I
you're
know
dead.
they make the board games.
Games.
Really, just the whole cast is really cast well. I think everyone was good in the
Yeah.
role.
Yes, I love the mage. He was so cute.
Yeah,
And do you know what tieflings are?
No.
The girl who had horns and a little tail.
I actually was wondering what race she was.
Tiefling.
Oh, see,
It's like a dragon.
I
people
only played up
race.
the second second edition D&D,
Yeah.
AD&D.
I don't remember if that was really.
I think maybe
I'm trying to
third
remember if I got
edition
into
partially,
third or
but,
not. Maybe.
but second edition. That's what I grew up with.
Yeah.
That's when my brother had all the
I
books, the
think
big
we mostly
hardcover
had
books.
second when I was a kid too. Epic, awesome books.
Yeah.
Third edition I think was fine, and then fourth they totally changed the system. Like the die system, everything was very different.
I remember
So,
third, they just kind of really expanded all the stuff, which is kind of cool. But
Yeah.
I think that was when we're starting to stop playing. But
yeah, man, those were the days. But hard to find time if you do.
is it?
role-playing
I
games.
assume the I love the
Oh, the
dragon.
fat
I don't know who he
dragon?
is, but I assume he's from
I have
something.
no idea about the fat.
He
guy.
reminded me of my.
They said its name too.
Yeah.
It's not Tiamat. It's
no,
like some
because Tiamat's badass.
dopey red dragon. That's amazing.
But it reminded me of the cat Gus that gets into my basement.
What, the fat dragon?
Yeah, because Gus likes to explore around, but he's very large, and then he can't get out.
This is the cat, his neighbor's cat, that
Yeah.
ends up in his basement over and over and over and over. Where is it even getting in?
I don't know because we filled up a hole that I don't know.
God. You have to get a camera on there and see where he comes
Yeah.
in. But he likes to come in.
He does.
But you must be losing heat out of that hole.
There's no heat in my basement, so
Uh,
that's why I'm very cold when I'm doing the show. That's why I have a little space heater. Because other people don't know, I set up my video shows all set up. My little
in
studio
the basement.
It is. The cat comes in
Oh,
from
yeah.
behind. I'm not sure where.
Okay, I was thinking of your Cheddar Goblin. I wore this band shirt for this
Oh, nice.
because he looks like a lich.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, and guess what? There was a lich. He didn't have a lot of screen time,
No,
but
but
I
he
thought
was
that actually
awesome.
opened it up for other films.
I agree.
So I really, really hope
I
they do
agree.
that.
Yeah, I hope this is the start of a franchise because I really want to. After seeing this, I want to see more. I want to see more of the characters.
Yes, and their development as they go from like 5th level
Right.
to like, I think they're probably at 5th level. They're
And well, yeah, because you even see the mage, especially. He's like going up
Yes.
levels as you watch. As you
Yes,
watch
exactly.
the movie,
Like,
which I think is really cool.
They're gaining magic
Again,
items and
yeah, again, like you wouldn't have to be if you're a D&D player, like that's cool, and if not, it doesn't matter. You just keep
you're
getting
like,
better.
who
Yeah.
are these two fucking loser nerds? Well, I don't know what to tell you. I love it.
Yeah.
They show it in the trailer, so I'm gonna like take a moment to geek out about Displacer Beasts. Aren't they so? Those are the Panthers.
Yeah,
The
yeah, I know
Panthers
they
with the
are.
big- Wah!
First time I've ever seen.
So
I know what
cool.
they are from old Monster Manual, but the first time
Yes.
they might have been the Fiend Folio actually. But the first time I'd seen them in anything,
It was amazing. They did such a perfect job.
And I was
They
so happy-
Oh, I don't want to say some of the things. They're so
yeah,
good.
because you should go in and see them. But a
Ah.
lot of my favorite monsters popped up, and then they didn't like oversaturate all the monsters. Which again,
Yes.
you do more of these, then you have 5
More.
more cool monsters.
I thought there'd be a troll at the end of the woods.
Hmm,
It was not a troll. It was the guy.
right.
When the bad guy, and then there was a good guy
Yeah.
who was walking.
Yeah.
I thought there'd be a troll
Yeah.
in the woods.
That
'Cause that's like
character's-
almost always you're in the woods and there's troll encounters.
He was like the NPC, I think, a character you meet up with, joins your
Yes.
group for a little while, help you solve one of your
Yes.
things, and then he might come in and out every now and then, like a recurring
Exactly.
NPC, which was very, very cool. And that character, his delivery was very good, very funny character. He was void of humor and stuff. It was good.
Yes. I would love to see this again and be able to really study it for other Easter egg things.
It's
Like,
and
like
it's
they showed something and I was like, oh my god, are they going to have Dungeon Master in this? That would be so cool.
Right.
I
And
didn't
it's a
see Dungeon Master, but I would love to see Dungeon Master.
and it's a very fast-paced movie. It's
Yeah.
like right at the beginning, and it's nonstop the whole way through.
It is.
And it works. Sometimes movies like that can be overbearing or something, but it's the right
Yeah.
thing for this kind of movie.
Yeah.
And I really think it's a movie that would appeal to so many people,
I
which
think
I hope so.
It's very fun.
Because I
And
was
it's not fun and dumb. It's fun and clever.
no, it's yeah.
Sometimes things can be fun and dumb, and that's fine too.
Mhm.
But it's fun and clever, which I prefer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was.
Great
I just
jokes.
had a great time.
Yeah.
Can't tell. Honestly, it's just so fun, and everyone. It's a couple people from Without Your Head was in the movie, which is happy. Sophia Illis from It was in it.
She was great. She
She's
was
awesome.
a tiefling.
Yeah.
She's adorable. She's adorable.
And she was getting me on recent when we redid the decade.
Yeah.
We did the best things over the decade, and I asked her to come on to do, and she actually really went to, but she was filming something. Maybe she's filming this. I don't know.
Maybe.
But I thought it was cool that I even got, I thought maybe she's too big. I thought she's too big to do the show when we had her on, but
I
that's
think it was
really
a
cool.
half work in the beginning. You said.
Yeah, it was Spencer Wilding, who's a very super nice guy, just on the show recently. And I told him that me and my friend Annabelle were going to see the movie
Yeah.
tonight.
Yes. And it was awesome. I'm super happy that worked out.
Yeah,
It's been great. I want to see it again.
I
I'll
do
go
too.
see it again.
yeah. Maybe
I would see this again with you in the theater.
I would see
That's
it
a
again too.
rare
Yeah, I would definitely
thing. I'm
see it
like,
again
let's
too.
go again, but
Yeah.
I would see it again.
Yeah, I would too. It was just great. And I'll sometime, if we get set up, would be cool. Actually, maybe I'll get Spencer on with me and you sometime. It'd be
Ah,
cool.
that would be cool.
I think you'd like him a lot. He's
Very
a
cool.
super nice guy. He was just in The Devil's, which is another great movie that kind of came and went. But I loved it. The Devil's Conspiracy.
Oh,
Totally different kind of movie, but
Yeah.
but
I'm not familiar with
he
this.
really it has fun playing these big monster guys. So.
Cool. Yeah, he was a very good big monster.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, man, there's so many. I will say, maybe it'll entice people to watch Gelatinous Cube.
I was so happy when that popped up. One of
Because
my
I
favorite
mentioned
monsters.
it, I'm like, I hope there's a Gelatinous Cube, and then there's a Gelatinous Cube.
And by the way, when we were at the premiere of Once a Future Smash in the U.S. premiere
Yes.
in L.A., I don't know if you noticed or not, but
Mark Torgel.
Mark Torgel had
Yes.
his Without Your Head gelatinous cube shirt on.
It's awesome.
Which was very, very cool. I can't believe I forgot to bring one of those. Well, that's why we can see it again.
You have
I'll
a
wear it.
goblin.
Yeah, I thought like, I'll wear the Goblin shirt.
Yeah.
I think the other ones aren't long sleeve either.
Yeah.
I'll have to
That's great.
re-release those too.
I don't even know what else to say. I'm
No, it's
just
just so
here
much
being
fun.
a nerd and.
Everyone in it's so fun.
Mhm.
The movie itself is just a great time. A lot of action, and sometimes if you guys watch this, neither of us are necessarily big into action movies.
No.
but this was fun action.
I would say, like, I'm not a giant fan of Guardians of the Galaxy myself, but I think
am.
if you like it,
Yeah.
you would like this movie. So you do not have to be
Well,
a
I was
nerd,
thinking, yeah,
but I think if you like Guardians of the Galaxy, I think there's a similar balance to the
I agree.
characters.
where I
and
would
a
say
level of
Guardians a little
action.
more adult, like with the themes and
Yeah.
language and stuff. But yeah, very
That
similar.
vibe.
Yeah, I thought Ant-Man 3 actually, which it's getting a lot of hate, but I put that in the same category.
Oh.
I don't know.
Have not seen, but it sounds like
fun.
you're into it.
I
Sounds like
loved
your
it.
brother's
I thought-
into it as well.
Yeah, I thought it was actually the best Marvel of Phase 4 or whatever.
What is that?
That's what they name all these after the end games. Phase 4 started, and I was not really a big fan of any of them until Ant-Man 3.
Well, there you go. Oh, so do you want to talk a little bit about our?
Yes.
So in the Nerdville of Dungeons and Dragons, if you play this game, then there are different things you have to choose. So let's say I want to play this game. I'm like, all right, what kind of being do I want to be? And so you could choose to be a human, an elf, a bunch of different, like imagine Lord of the Rings, those things. And then you're like, all right, well, what do I want to do? Do I want to be a fighter? Do I want to be a mage? Like, there's a magic caster. What do I want to do? And what kind of personality do I have? Like, am I a good guy? Am I a bad guy? Am I like, I don't know? Am I someone that follows all the rules? Am I a Darth Vader? Am I a...
And it's not even just
Whatever.
good or bad because you've got lawful and chaotic,
That's
kind of like
exactly-
Han Solo would be good probably, or
He's
maybe
chaotic.
neutral, but he would be chaotic. Right?
Yes, and Darth Vader is
He would be chaotic.
lawful evil.
Lawful-
Oh,
okay,
he's
lawful.
definitely not chaotic.
Right, because he's
very
part of the
lawful.
Empire, right?
Yes, yes. It's very, like, code-oriented.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So there's a really, really good alignment testing quiz. Yes. So, like, for example, all right, so this is easy, like easy peasy, damus.com/alignmenttest.html, which
right.
maybe we could put that
I'll
on
put the
links.
link right here. Yeah.
So, okay, for example of questions to find out what kind of person you are, Do you respect the leaders of your family? And it's like a personality test, right? So the choices are: their words guide my actions, they're role models for me, they're often out of touch with my life, they're out of touch with reality. What'd you pick?
I actually think they're out of touch with my life, to be honest.
I put that as well. Another example. Ooh. What is that? Oh, do you donate time and money to improve the local community? Yes, the needs of the community are my top priority. Yes, I donate as much as I can once my own needs are met. No, I don't have enough time or money to spare. No, my local community would be a waste of time and money. So there's so many of these. What is it, like 30 or something? 36 is quite a lot. And then when you're done with that, you click the thing. What is my alignment? So there's the let's see, what is that?
And we didn't pay attention to what
No.
either of us guessed.
No. So
Chose.
lawful good is like the law and good, like good intention, like the idea.
Paladin.
Well, if someone
Not that
doesn't
you know what
what a
that
paladin
is.
is, yeah. So what's an example? Superman is lawful
Superman.
good.
Yeah.
Neutral good.
See, that's
Maybe Gandalf would be like a neutral
maybe.
good.
Yeah.
He's a little chaotic.
Right.
Neutral is kind of in between of chaotic, madness, and lawful, obeys all the rules.
Right. So
So-
you'd obey like laws generally,
Yeah.
but
You'd be like in the range of sanity.
right.
You wouldn't like say fuck the
That's
law all
honestly
the
what I
time.
usually picked when I was playing.
Yeah. And chaotic good is good, but
Like a barbarian Conan or something.
yeah, he doesn't
We'd
seem
probably
like
be chaotic.
super
He'd
good,
be chaotic
honestly.
neutral, I guess.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
Most fighters. Well, no, I guess a lot of fighters would be lawful too. So
Yeah, the fighters are all over the map.
I would say, I was going to say Han Solo, but he's also could be chaotic neutral.
Yeah.
But he also ends up doing things for good at the end, so he could go either way.
Yes. I guess his
Maybe Chewbacca.
his final form is
Yeah.
and then there's neutral. So there's like the good, the evil, and the neutral. So lawful neutral would be
That's a weird one.
someone who follows the law but doesn't really give a shit,
Probably just most humans. I don't know.
right? True neutral is doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. That's like Dr. Manhattan. Or...
Chaotic neutral,
Actually, Thanos would probably be true neutral.
yeah.
He kills half the world, half of all living things.
That sounds pretty evil.
But he does it because he thinks it's the right thing to do to
Yeah,
keep
but
the
a lot
balance.
of evil people. Oh, he's doing it for balance. Does he pick and choose?
No, he snapped his fingers and half of everything dies.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I don't know. That seems kind of neutral.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chaotic neutral. You get the gist? Like, I think you get the gist,
Yeah.
right? Lawful evil, neutral evil, chaotic evil. So we both took this. What did you think you would get?
I thought either chaotic good or chaotic neutral, honestly.
Chaotic neutral.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or neutral good.
Intense. Chaotic neutral. That's dangerous. Dangerous Neil Jones.
Rage Against the Machine.
I think kind of, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be honest. When I see a lot of young people on followers, especially the wrestling show, and they're so pro like the employer and I don't know. It makes me
What
I
do you
mean, they're
mean?
like so pro like the big company, like they're pro like WWE over the workers. Like they're like
Oh.
against like workers' rights and stuff. It's very insane to me,
That's weird.
especially if you're young. Because I always think if you're young, you should have angst and you should rage against the machine. I think that's
Yeah.
part of being young. And then when you get
Well, if
older,
the
maybe you
machine's
lose some of
bad.
that. You know what I mean? But
Yeah. So, I mean, it's one thing if you're being treated well, but if you see something as like people are being mistreated, then yeah, you should be idealistic and be like, no, that's not cool.
yeah, I see honestly the opposite. But we won't get into.
Yeah. So I can rationalize a lot. And it's kind of like how I feel about life. The the balance. I'm not going to go out there and like kill off a good person to balance out something else happens. Like, but I mean, I did want to be a vigilante.
Hmm.
That'd be
I
awesome.
listened to Nevermind the Bollocks before I met you, so that's totally anarchy.
That's, I think, definitely chaotic.
Yeah,
So I got true neutral.
I did as well.
Yes.
True.
True neutral. And which I was really pretty happy with myself. How little I did get some evil. Did you get any of the evils?
I don't know, because I can't look at it here, but you do have my.
Let me check this out. What do I just have here?
Interesting
My
if you could put them.
total.
17 lawful
I'm
good.
not lawful. That's my lowest one.
Okay.
I am not lawful at all. It's very, very low. Jones, good.
I got even
Whoa,
less lawful.
Look at you. Good, neutral, and evil are even.
That's really weird. I got even less lawful. 4. You
Wow.
had 5. People have
What's
to.
going
Am I
on
going to
here?
get on some kind of list now? Like, people are going to watch out for me?
Neil is way more evil than I am. Way! Look at 7.
What was yours?
So he's got 777 for good,
That's
neutral,
lucky.
and evil.
It's lucky. 777.
And I have
Whoa.
12, 13, 2. Because my evil is a 2. 2. Evil 2.
Oh, that's whack. 12? Good? Wow, it's like
Yeah.
twice.
I'm very good.
You're almost twice as good and neutral as me. But I'm 3
Yes.
times as evil.
You're 3 times as evil. You're more than 3 times as evil as me. That would be 6. You've got a 7. Damn, man. Look how high. Neutral evil. You're tied.
My neutral.
You're tied for neutral good, true neutral, and neutral evil.
'Cause
You've got a
honestly,
three-way tie.
It could have been. They could have called me neutral good, neutral evil, or neutral because all of them were tied at 18.
There must have been. All right, so
Because
there's got to
the
be some
middle
tipping
one
point.
there.
They're all the same. Look, 11,
I think it's
18,
because this one was so much higher. The law and chaos one. So
the
probably,
law. So you have exactly the same differences between each. Lawful good 11, lawful neutral 11, lawful evil 11, neutral 18, neutral 18, neutral 18, chaotic 15, chaotic 15, chaotic 15. I
weird.
think you're a liar.
Yeah,
I think you're trying to trick the quiz.
I am a very unlawful man apparently.
I don't know. It's still not low.
No,
Goodness gracious.
well, I guess it's very true neutral then, because they're all up there.
Whew. How low my evil is. Dang. Well, I guess we just know what's up now, folks.
Maybe I'm just more honest.
I don't think this is what it is. I do not think that's the situation. I'm so curious about your answers, but like I said, we took it separately to not look at each other's answers, so we didn't have to feel shame.
Right.
So you can feel shame about evil if you feel like it, but I don't think you do.
feel good. I'm fine. I'm true neutral, so I wouldn't feel shameful.
Oh my goodness. Evil Neil Jones. So
Yeah.
you can flip like that. That's the thing. You're just like, because you're right.
I
Crazy.
think I'm a good dude.
When it serves your purposes, apparently.
Wow, that's fine.
Coincidental to how it impacts Neil. That's not good.
No, it's
Doing-
true. It's true neutral. is what it is.
No, true neutrals. Oh, that was something too. Is the description of it? Did you read the description?
No.
All right. So true neutral. A true neutral character does what seems to be a good idea. He doesn't feel strong. He or she. I'll say they. They don't feel strongly one way or the other when it comes to good versus evil or law versus chaos. Most true neutral characters exhibit a lack of conviction or bias rather than a commitment to neutrality. Such a character thinks of good as better than evil after all. They would rather have good neighbors and rulers than evil ones. Still, they're not personally committed to upholding good in any abstract or universal way. Some true neutral characters, on the other hand, commit themselves philosophically to neutrality. They see good, evil, law, and chaos as prejudices and dangerous extremes. They advocate the middle way of neutrality as the best, most balanced road in the long run. True neutral is the best alignment you can be because it means you act
See, we're the
naturally
best.
without prejudice or compulsion. However, true neutral can be a dangerous alignment when it represents apathy, indifference, and a lack of conviction. That's
See,
your version.
she reads this and it's like, oh, the best, the first line, no, that's me, and the worst line, that's me.
So that's
The
true
first
neutral.
one we took was just like lame. But
It
we
was
did,
so
we
dumb.
did,
I'm like,
we both got the same thing though.
we did get the same thing.
Yeah,
We both got lawful good, and I'm like, no,
yeah.
no.
But
I don't do what I'm told all the time.
I think
it's not real.
that one, like, you just,
It was
because
silly.
there was no like nuances. It was either
No.
like, would you like kick someone in the nuts, or would you like say hi to? It wasn't like
Yeah.
that, but it was like really like you'd have to just be like the total ass to answer like a lot of them on the negative side.
Yeah. So try that test out. It's fun. You find out how evil you are and how much you should trust your friends or not.
Whoa! I don't think that was part of it. Doesn't
They actually do have it
doesn't
in
sound
there about
like it's-
betraying your friends.
I know. I wouldn't betray my friend. Just because it's there doesn't mean like mine's like betray friends at all costs.
Well, it's got the nuances of
It did,
maybe
which it
I'll
wasn't.
think about it.
It wasn't the stuff about
Never.
about freaking kings and stuff. Screw them.
Yeah, I agree.
They're freaking poison the king. Who gives a shit?
Did you poison the king? I did not poison the king.
No, but like there was ones like but I liked it. It was a cool.
Right?
This one fell out.
Yeah, it's cool, right? Yeah. So D&D all the way.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. And honestly, I think D&D really encourages creativity.
Absolutely. There's a lot of good things about role playing in a group. I love the game.
Oh yeah, and it also is good. A social game.
Yes. I think it makes you think about choices.
Mhm.
If you've got, that's the thing. You have to have a good.
Yeah, you need
If you
a DM's
play-
a good storyteller, and then you need
Yeah.
you need friends that are open to
Yes.
to interact and really kind of, I would say go all in. Like you don't have to LARP or anything, but you have to not be afraid to like kind of goofy when you're playing your game.
Yeah.
And stuff. Which the only one I ever played with was like that.
Did you always play the same kinds of alignments?
I was almost always neutral good.
We had.
I was
my
a
friends-
druid once, so he was neutral.
like
I actually don't
those.
think I ever played. Oh no, that's not true. I did play an evil character,
Mm,
Olak the Outcast, who was a
Ooh.
dwelf. He was he was a dwelf. He
a
was,
dwarf elf?
He was and so he was
Oh.
outcast because he was hated by both sides.
He's a mutt
Yeah.
mongrel.
So he was hated by both the dwarves and the elves. Yeah.
We had evil campaigns. Those are fun.
Yeah,
I
I
have
think
to say.
my brother
we had
did
like
one out
all
before I
evil
was around.
campaigns.
Yeah.
You just be like,
But
you just be out there killing.
I was a warlock in that one, but I kept it a secret. It was fun.
It's exciting.
It was.
Man, back in the day. The carefree times of youth. Other people are out like getting stoned and stealing things. Well, I just steal things sometimes, but
You thief over here. I'm not.
I
stealing.
played a thief more than once
I'm
as a
just
chaotic
stealing
good
hearts
thief.
of the audience here. But
I didn't
first,
steal anything that was owned by another person. I stole,
so you'd use
a deck of
magic. You'd use
cards,
magic to steal
which
from
I
the
still
rich
own.
merchants.
It depends.
That's what the question.
Yeah. Oh no, I didn't do that. No, it would depend. I'd be like the Robin Hood. So if a merchant was a rich, nice person, I would leave them alone. If they did good things with their wealth, cool. You're already doing your part. You're doing good things with your wealth. If you're a dick and you have wealth and you just hoard it, fuck you. I will be dispersing that on your behalf.
The very first character I remember, Barlar, who was a magic user. That's when I was like 6 or something.
Wow.
Because I played with my brother and his friends. And so they were all like in their early teens, middle teens, and then I was playing. But I played it, until I was a little bit older, because that was a campaign that went on for years.
Yeah.
But the first one I really remember playing Larian Greenwood, who was a ranger.
I always pick rangers almost always.
I like Ranger.
Rangers are great.
They have a good mix of stuff.
Yeah, they're a very well balanced character because they could fight, and then eventually they can do like a little bit of. They'd always have a pet,
Yeah.
a loyal pet, so they'd always have a wolf, half elven ranger, or thieves.
I remember actually, and when I played Larian, it was I did something with an owlbear in the game. Like,
Oh, sweet!
yeah.
I liked
Which
it was a
was cool.
snow owl bear.
Yeah. I don't
That
remember
was
a white
really cool.
owlbear.
Yeah.
He was
Snow
very.
owl.
She was very cool.
Did you guys play Rips?
I never played Rift.
It was really good.
Champions.
There's so
was
much you could do.
good.
Um,
That was Palladium.
Palladium. Yeah, that's what it was. Palladium was the Rips. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and other
I played Teenage
strangeness.
Mutant Ninja Turtles, which is a great game because it's
Mhm.
from the original graphic novels, which are a lot
Mhm.
darker, more adult. They
Yeah.
were really fun to make the characters in.
Oh yeah, I drew so many. I just found some. I was going through my old sketch pads. I'm like, here's Buck, the mutant chicken. That was
Yeah,
one of
because
my
it was so
first
fun because
characters.
you could get
I'm
you
like,
get like
yeah, I'm in here.
elephants. So it was like, and then like it would be like I think there was levels of how human they were too. Like they could be more
That's right.
human-like, more animal-like.
Took like a
And then
freaking.
you'd also roll on this big table for like for some type of mental problems. Oh, that's awesome.
I don't know if you guys can see Buck the chicken.
That's very
Yes.
cool because my brother would always draw all the characters. So. I love it. I had fun in all three movies. I know you didn't like the one movie, but it was very fun. It's fun
So
to,
bad.
it's really fun to get together and watch movies.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
Get coffee.
Yeah,
and
you're
hang
not gonna
out.
like every movie.
Oh yeah, of course.
And
That's fine.
that's how it is.
It's better if I'm not better if you don't like it, but it's better. It's better.
I love it when
it's-
you hate something.
It's better if we're watching them together, and if you just went and saw it by yourself and you didn't like it, it's like, well, that
It's
sucks.
like a waste.
Yeah, but if it's on this, it's like, well, at least we can go talk about it.
Exactly. Very true. So it's been fun.
Yeah.
I hope you guys enjoyed our long ramble about Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
role-playing
I know there's
games.
some D&D fans out there. Slarty Bard Fast.
Yeah, Slarty's awesome. Miss
Dave
Slarty.
Van. Yeah, he pops up every now and then.
Yes, every once in a while I see Slarty around.
Yeah.
It's very
I think
cool.
Rick Hudson, probably D&D. I know he's like a
He likes
game
Warhammer.
guy. Okay. Well, I like Warhammer too.
Yeah, I never got into Warhammer.
I like it.
I
Actually,
couldn't afford it.
I've rarely ever played it, but I used to
couldn't
paint the
afford
guys.
it
My brother
because
really
the
paints a lot.
miniatures. We
They are
get
very
like a
expensive.
set of miniatures, and it's like at the time
They're
like
even
50
more
bucks
money
or
now.
more,
yeah.
yeah. And that was not in my range. My really good at thieving friend, he had a very good collection of Warhammer stuff.
We used to have
He got
Blood Bowl,
us-
too.
Oh my god! At my house, we had this big black filing cabinet. So there's like 4 or 5 drawers, and he stole like every Dungeons and Dragons, like Ranger book.
Oh, really?
elves. It's like the thing had D&D, White Wolf, Palladium. He just stalked us.
I made
It's
a.
not right thing to do, but
I
at the
made
time it was pretty sweet.
I
Thanks,
made like
Mark.
a Aztec castle for the Lizardmen army.
Ah,
I
that's
still
awesome.
have it, and I also
That's
made
cool.
I called it the Black Pyramid. It was a castle for the undead army, for
Oh,
like
that's
the
awesome.
mummies and stuff. I have pictures. I'll
Very cool.
post them up.
Yeah, you should like them up in this. Could you do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys should enjoy that. It's very cool.
Yeah, out of corrugated cardboard.
Ah.
And then remember putting I forget how I did exactly, but I put stuff on them so they would have like a texture to them.
Oh, cool. Is it like spray foam or something?
I can't remember what I used, but
I can't remember. Did you say you had Eric Fuchs in your mall? It was a hobby shop.
no.
Ah, it was so great.
Years ago, we used to come up to Boston a couple times when I was to go to the Complete Strategist. I'd go with my brother.
Was that? I can't remember if that was the one that was in Cambridge.
I'm really
Or-
not sure. I was
Yeah.
pretty young, and I'd come up with my brother.
I remember the name of it, but I
Yeah.
think yeah.
So I remember buying Hero Quest there, which is a huge fan of Hero Quest. Really good game. They just re-released it, but it's like ultra expensive.
Yeah, everything's ultra expensive.
It's a really good game.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this
All right.
was very fun, and we'll be back with more. Like this, subscribe, hit that little bell icon, then you'll get a notice every time a new episode's up or if we go live. And this will be on Spotify, YouTube. Those are really the main two.
Yeah.
You can watch.
Apparently,
you listen to
Spotify is the best place to be.
Yeah, Spotify's pretty cool.
This is the one that pays you more.
It has the
I think
best,
that's a valid thing to tell people.
It has the best ad rates.
Yeah. So I think that's fine to say that to people.
Yeah,
Because if you do that, then you help the show.
you're right.
You help Neil.
Well, it helps pay for the show. There's a lot of expenses
Yeah.
for the show. But actually, the right now, as we film this, I have to pay Tyler because the website is up for renew. Not the website, but the host that hosts all the stuff. It's like $150, but
For the year?
I don't know if it's a year or if
That's
it's
a lot
a couple.
for a
I think
year.
it's a year, but
That's crazy.
it's unlimited, so we can hold everything.
Got it.
But
What's
yeah.
it?
A couple people. Oh, by the way, Rakafet Abigail, thank you. She helped donate to the website to help
really?
pay for it.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Oh, she made a great short. She had one of George James Frazier's thing, didn't she?
Yeah, that's when I met
One with
her.
the chip.
Yeah, that was Boo.
That was good.
Yeah,
That was so
that's
good.
when we both met her. I guess. Yeah,
Yes, that was great. She's very.
she's
cool.
making a new one right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
she's
put a
very
link
cool.
in the description below.
Yeah,
So.
it's
Yeah.
a still, I believe, about a stillborn child, which is
Oh, yeah, it's so weird because we had Eileen and Tamara on, and they have a kid-oriented one. It seems like more of that is happening,
yeah,
and it's not necessarily about, like, for the one with Eileen Dietz and Tamara, it's not having to do with the Roe v. Wade stuff.
right.
And I think there's there's just a lot in the air about that, which is, oh, I think they're closing,
Yeah.
so we're going to leave so they can leave.
All right.
But it was great to be here.
Yeah,
And it's good coffee.
I'm gonna catch up. There's a few that we did that I didn't finish editing. Well, I'm gonna get this up first, and then I'll get some of them up. So, subscribe here, and look out for some ones coming up.
And we have a page on Facebook as well.
Yes.
So the
Neil and Annabelle's dinner and with an Anderson.
All right.
Neil
Bye.
and Annabelle's dinner and a movie. Neil and Annabelle's dinner and a movie. Good food, good drinks, good friends, and good times. Good food, good drinks, good friends, and good times. Good food, good drinks, good friends, and good times. Good food, good drinks, good friends, and good times.
We had to get these. Last week there was actually 3 different flavors when I was here. They're the limited spring edition Lay's. Today they only had 2. So whatever the third one was the big popular one. The other one,
What? Why would the beef Wellington one?
I
not
don't
be the
know.
popular one?
Maybe it wasn't. Then they only ordered a few and they sold them.
Mhm.
But
I see.
this one is beef Wellington. You can tell from the picture. The other one, I don't even know what it is. Some kind of dumplings or something. But maybe we'll try them next time if.
Well,
for
I'm
some
hoping
fun.
this is good. I bet a lot of people don't know what a beef Wellington is, to be honest.
That's true.
It
I
could be a
don't
New
think I
Englandy
really
thing.
knew until I started watching Gordon Ramsay because it's like a yeah. And I've never eaten it. I've never had beef Wellington.
I don't know if I have or not. I think it's pretty expensive.
It is. That's why I've looked into it. It's even expensive to make because you have to get beef
Pastry
tenderloin
filling
and the beef tenderloins. It's like
Yeah,
the whole
big,
filet
long
mignon, the whole
tenderloin,
cut. Yeah. But you can also make it with pork, I suppose. Which
Why not?
oh,
We could probably do anything like that.
Alright.
But you got it there, sir? Ah, the master of bag opening.
I don't know.
Oh, maybe I shouldn't smell it, should I?
I don't know. It doesn't smell too appetizing, but
Well, maybe.
it kind of smells like I guess like beef, like beef broth.
I'll eat it, but
Yeah.
it's not a big
Are we gonna both eat at the same time?
I feel like I'm unfair with my tiny chip.
All right, here you go. It's not very pleasant. It does taste like beef and onions. It tastes like if you like a beef stock.
No. No.
Attention passengers.
I have something
We
really
ask
gross
that
to
all
say.
customers remain vigilant at all
But it
times
might be
when
too
or around
gross.
the
All
station.
right, we'll wait till this
Please
young
report
lady
anything
here.
suspicious to the MBTA Transit
And
Police
it's not good.
617-222-1212.
I sent a bunch of different flavors to Jason for Christmas, and he said most of them were not
Thank you
particularly
and
good.
have a great day.
There's like squid and some I don't even know what they were, but yeah. So what do you think?
It smells like a used tampon.
Well, there you go. I'm
Is
sure
that
there's some
just
people
like-
watching it. They're like, oh, I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
we
and get
wanna-
that. And they just,
And
it's
then
not
I'm like, then when I was eating it, I was like,
it's not good.
ah! I just thought
got-
about used tampons.
it has like that beef, but
disgusting. I know it's
like
like, blood.
not even beef stock. It's more
It's
like
blood.
like if you ate like a beef bouillon cube or something,
No.
because it's a very overpowering taste. It's not good. I don't even want to eat a second one. They're really not
No.
good. Even before she said that, it's
Oh,
not
you
a
know what
pleasant.
I've got to make everything better. Would you now like a cough
Yeah,
drop?
yeah. This is
I have a
not
honey
good.
cough drop
Yes.
and a lemon.
So
You
next,
prefer a lemon or menthol? That's
menthol.
what-
I like the really strong one. So next
That
time,
was so
next time
disgusting.
we're gonna try the I don't know, dumpling one.
I hope I forget that.
All right. Well, yeah. I'm glad we added this to the
yeah.
show. Well,
Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't save
I'm
them.
so glad.
Imagine if we carried this around for weeks and then like all that build out. At least now, one and done.
It looked good though. It was
It
like, oh,
does.
beef
It looks
Wellington
great.
looks delicious.
Now,
And then
now I don't want to ever try beef Wellington.
I'm pretty sure it would be a very different.
You don't
experience.
think you'd go? There actually is a Gordon Ramsay place that just opened in Boston late last year,
Mhm.
and you can get the beef Wellington.
If you like blood, that's old.
Who doesn't?
Those are the chips.
Right. And any vampires out there into aged blood, but they probably
No.
like it fresh.
Yeah, I don't think blood probably doesn't sit like wine. You keep
Probably
it on the
not.
shelf. I guess you're supposed to keep wine in like a basement. So I wonder if you're a vampire, if you could store, like you can store blood, right? They have
Mhm.
blood banks.
Right.
So if you keep it in a particular environment, then you could age the blood.
Mm.
Hmm.
Did you ever end up seeing The Invitation that came out recently?
I don't think.
It's not a good movie.
Did we see that? There's like a woman and they get married, or they're supposed to get
Yeah, yeah.
married. We saw that together.
Oh, okay.
It was dumb.
Yeah. But the thing is, so it has an interesting setup where people send their blood into the ancestry kind of deal.
Yes.
And then I think it was a missed opportunity. I think that's a neat idea, but instead of like maybe doing something fun with that with the vampires, it's like he just finds out that she's related to him. I would think instead of do that all set up, but the vampires, that's how they find like the real rare bloods types that like, or like they're like, oh, they're part
Like
20%
a
Asian,
thing.
and
Yeah.
it's like
Oh, like a sampler.
yeah, and
like
it's
a
like,
Whitman
whoa,
sampler.
this is some unique blood where it's got the hints
Mhm.
of Swedish
Mhm.
and all these things. I think that would have been a really fun take. And then they brought
well,
it
it
there
hasn't
because
been
she has,
done, so
yeah,
maybe that can be short.
an African animation.
Could be.
Yeah. All right,
Yeah. So, folks,
yeah, this is very cool.
thank you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Ow. My
I thought I
no, it
so
wasn't me. My
powerful.
scale mail. It's awesome. This is from probably Etsy, and I don't know the name of the person. I've had it for a long time, but this is from my D&D. All
all right. So we're gonna take off.
Bye.